Welcome to FA's DMC channel. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get the notification about new updates. So let's begin discuss about the chapter number 2, accounting for professionals. Okay, here we are focusing for accounts by professional peoples. Means the books are maintained by the professionals or non-trading institutions. Accounts by professional people means the professionals like doctors, solicitors, architects, chartered accountants simply keep a record of professional income and expenditure in a cash book which in their principal book. Since number of credit transactions are limited, the same be noted in a separate notebook. They also maintain a stock register to record all articles purchased and all articles which are purchased for resale. The professional people prepare receipts and expenditure account to ascertain their net income during the year. Receipts and expenditure account is prepared on cash basis through the keep accounts on complete double entry system and an extracted trial balance. They record their cash transactions in receipts and payment account. Revenue account called receipts and expenditure account is prepared by the professionals. This account is different from income and expenditure account because the latter records outstanding incomes too, and the professional people prepare their accounts considering income on cash basis. They ignore outstanding income. That is, while preparing the receipts and expenditure account, cash system is followed for recording incomes, but mercantile system is followed for recording expenditure. All outstanding expenses are taken into account but ignore outstanding incomes which have not been received. This is because they do not file suit for recovery of their dues. In case of non-trading institution, they are also maintaining this income and expenditure accounts to know the surplus or deficits of their incomes. Okay, usually professional people are maintaining these accounts in order to fulfilling their income tax. Okay, let's go for the problem number 1. Dr. Sinha commenced practice as a cardiologist, investing 2,50,000 on equipments on 1st April 2018. The receipts and payment account for the year ending 31st March 2019 was as follows. Let's go for the receipts and payment. On the receipt side, to fees 5 lakh, to miscellaneous receipts 1,000, to sale of equipment 20,000, and our payment side by rent 30,000, by salary to assistants 75,000, by journals 10,000, by library books 30,000, by equipment purchase 40,000, by drawings 1,20,000, by balance at bank 2,15,000, in hand 1,000. Total both side 5,21,000. Let's go for the adjustment. Rupees 15,000 of the fees was still outstanding. Equipment was sold and purchased on 1st January 2019. The cost of the equipment sold being rupees 30,000. Depreciation on equipment was 20% and on library books 5%. Salary to assistant still payable was rupees 10,000. Prepare receipt and expenditure account and the balance sheet as on 31st March 2019. So let's go for the solution part of problem number 1. First of all, we need to calculate depreciation on equipments. Okay, on 2,20,000 for 1 year, that means the opening balance of equipment is 2,50,000 minus 30,000 of equipment sold on 1st January 2019. Okay, so that the remaining balance 2,20,000. On 2,20,000 we need to calculate the depreciation. They given in the problem 20%. 2,20,000 into 20%, 44,000. On that 30,000 for 9 months means here, see that the equipment we purchased during this year, on the same day, go through the adjustment, they given some information. Equipment was sold and purchased on 1st January 2019. That means equipment was purchased on 1st January 2019. So that equipment we used that equipment for 9 months. So that equipment has been used for 9 months. 30,000 into 20% into 9 by 12. Outer column 4,500. So next is equipment sold. We sold equipment on 1st January 2019. So that equipment has been used for 3 months. 40,000 equipment. Okay, we purchased the equipment cost is 40,000 into 20% into 3 by 12, 2,000. So total depreciation 50,500. Okay, let's go for the calculation of loss on sale of equipment, whether we acquired profit or loss after sale proceeds of the equipment, that we need to calculate. The cost of equipment, how much sold? Cost of equipment sold, how much? 30,000 less depreciation 4,500. Okay, so that we have calculated already the depreciation on sold equipments 4,500. Okay, in a previous working note. So the cost on this date of sale, how much? 25,500. On the receipt side, see the sale of equipments 20,000. So they deduct. So loss on the sale 5,500. That means the book value of equipment is 25,500, but we sold it for 20,000. The balance is 5,500 is loss for the firm. Okay, let's go for the receipt and expenditure account, because in this problem they asked with us to prepare the receipt and expenditure account for the year ending 31st March 2019. Our opening year is 1/4/2018 up to 31st March 2019. So we can go for expenditure part. Okay, to rent 30,000. Go through the payment side in the receipt book. Rent 30,000. To salaries to assistant 75,000. Is there any outstanding? Go to the adjustment. That adjustment they given 15,000. Sorry, how much outstanding? So they given this problem. Yes, 10,000 they given outstanding. Okay, salary outstanding how much? 10,000. Okay, outer column 85,000. We need to add it because it is not yet paid. Okay, in the CO we need to pay that amount. 75,000 plus outstanding salary 10,000, outer column 85,000. Journals, next item, journals, no adjustment, straight away outer column 10,000. Depreciation, okay, on equipment that we have calculated already in the working note. Go to the working note, 50,500 total depreciation on equipment. On library books, they given in the adjustment 5%. Okay, 5%, outer column 1,500. Okay, to loss on sale of equipment, it is also an expenditure 5,500 that we have done the calculation in working note number 2. Okay, then they given reserve for outstanding fees, so that I will explain later that one. Go through the income side. 5 fees received 5 lakhs. Okay, add outstanding fee. Go to the adjustment. 15,000 of fees was still outstanding. Okay, that we need to add. Outer column 5,15,000. Actually, we should not take down that outstanding fees, because in this theoretical part I taught for you that outstanding fees, outstanding income will not be considered in income and expenditure account. Okay, because it doesn't have any provision for suit in the court of law. Because suppose if that income is not paid by the client, okay, so that professional people don't have any provision to suit for a recovery of their dues in the court. So that's why the outstanding is no need to take down. Suppose if you have taken, okay, then we need to pass a reserve account for that. Reserve for outstanding fees on the expenditure side, 15,000. Okay, okay. So if it is taken, but you have to consider, because in accounting concept we need to consider all the relevant materials. Okay, this is also one of the important material, but we need to pass the reserve account for nullifying it. Next item, by miscellaneous receipt, no adjustment 1,000. The total 5,16,000. Okay, so that income side is more. We received surplus 3,18,500. Okay, let's go for the balance sheet as at 31st March 2019. On the asset side, cash in hand 1,000. They given in the receipt and payment books. Okay, under payment side, see that in hand at bank. Okay, at bank 2,15,000. Equipments, opening balance of equipment 2,50,000. Additions 40,000. Okay, 2,90,000, because addition means we purchased during the year. Total 2,90,000. And we sold some of the equipment on 1st January 2019. How much? Worth rupees 30,000. So we need to deduct that from the opening balance. Now exact value 2,60,000. From that we need to deduct depreciation. How much? 46,000. Now what is the depreciated amount of equipment in outer column? 2,14,000. Let's go for the next item. Library books 30,000, deduct depreciation 1,500, outer column 28,500. Now outstanding income, it must be comes under asset side. Okay, outstanding income, outstanding fees how much? 15,000, but we need to deduct it. We need to nullify it because it should not be mentioned in the balance sheet, because the that professional don't have any kind of provisions to suit against for their recovery of dues. Okay, so that's why we need to nullifying the balance sheet by passing the reserve for outstanding fee. Next one, capital 2,50,000. For that we need to add surplus in the income and expenditure account. How much? 3,18,500. Now 5,68,500. From that we need to deduct drawings, because the owner and the proprietor is different. Whatever expenses incurred by the owner, that will be treated as a drawings. That must be deducting from his capital. 1,20,000 we need to deduct. Outer column exact capital how much? 4,48,500. Okay. Is there any outstanding income? Okay, is there any outstanding income or outstanding expenses? Not outstanding income. Is there any outstanding expenses as well as income received in advance? That comes under liability side. In this problem we have an outstanding expenses. That is outstanding salary 10,000. That comes under liability because it has to pay. It is not yet paid, but it has to pay to the concerned parties. So the grand total of balance sheet is 4,58,500. Thank you. See you soon.